What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna have a look at Multibit or Mubi. This is an amazing project that has been in the watchlist of my Patreon, the Moonshots watchlist. Finally, I'm actually bringing you a YouTube video about it. So what is Multibit? Multibit basically streamlines the adoption of BRC20 token as a dual-sided bridge between BRC20 and ERC20 and ERC20 compatible network through EVM. Essentially, you'll be able to send back and forth dual-sided, so both back and forth, BRC20 tokens to the Ethereum network or anything supported on the EVM chain. So like Solana, Polygon, etc, etc. And you're also going to be able to send them back. How does this work? I'm going to go back to it in a second. But first of all, let's have a look at the chart as always. We were buying this when it was literally here, when it was like 6 cents. Now it's 24. So it's 4x pretty much from the first moment that I brought this to my Patreon. So keep that in mind. If you want to hear about these gems first, you will have to join the Patreon. And you will even have the chance to buy these gems before I even make an entry at all. Now, the market cap is 233 million right now, which I would consider something like a mid cap. Still has a lot of potential, and I'm gonna go back to it very, very soon. However, it's not a small cap right now by any means. The total supply and max supply is 1 billion Mubi, which I kind of like the number, just 1 billion. And it's a contract on the Ethereum ERC20 network. It's available on a lot of exchanges right now. It's on Get.io, it's on KuCoin, it's on BigGet, and it's also on DEXs like Uniswap. Very good stuff. The chart looks amazing. It started like very, very organically. It's a relatively new project that was just born like a month and a half ago. And it grew very organically until like it skyrocketed, and now it seems like we're having this kind of like support level. In my opinion, it literally looks like it's about to skyrocket at any moment right now. The team is very active on X. They are posting a lot of stuff, a lot of bullish news, and one of the most bullish news of the past week is this. Multibit will be bridging Solana ecosystem assets to Bitcoin. So Solana was not available until, yeah, like yesterday. This is really like breaking news. It was already bridging to chains like Polygons and BNB, I think. But yeah, Solana is making an entry. Very bullish stuff. They keep posting updates and listings, etc, etc. So it's about time that this goes to literally $500 million market cap plus. I think it's gonna happen very, very soon. So of course, I'm gonna have a look at the website, and the website looks clean. You know those websites that you don't understand what the project is talking about or why that project exists, why that narrative exists in the first place? Multibit, Mubi, however you want to call it, doesn't have any of this. It's super clear. Multibit Bridge. The mission of Multibit Bridge is to serve the Bitcoin ecosystem, enable value interoperability with other networks through cross-chain methods, easily transfer BRC20 tokens to other networks. That is just as simple as that. Not only you'll be able to send the BRC20 tokens to Ethereum, but you're also going to be able to send them back to the BRC20 network. So this is sitting in the BRC20 narrative. It's not a stupid meme like 99% of the BRC20 network tokens are in this very moment. It kind of fosters the interoperability of the BRC20 network. It's going to be able to scale it and to streamline this process. And it's pretty much the first of its kind, especially being in a dual-sided manner. So I do think that just because of that, just because it's the first of its kind, the BRC20 networks is literally going to make millionaires. It's already making millionaires since that. All of these tokens are in crazy green in this very moment, and it seems like it's one of the hottest narratives for the upcoming bull run, and it's definitely here to stay. I do think that this is going to go through the moon. This is not all sunshine and rainbows, because I do have some points of concern that I'm going to address at the end of this video. But guys, just the fact that they're going to improve the liquidity that is coming from BRC20 networks, and they're going to actually support the interoperability between the chains, Bitcoin and Ethereum, this makes me so freaking bullish. The website is clean. You can see that they have a lot of volume, and they also stress the fundamentals of security and transparency. Here it explains how it all works. So essentially, users will transfer their BRC20 token to a BRC20 address that is going to be provided by Multibit, and after that, they're going to be minted to Ethereum or EVM compatible chains. So this process looks extremely effortless. And again, I want to repeat that the dual-sided function in this whole process is probably what appeals to me the most, because it makes it very unique. I can't see anything else like offering a similar solution in the market. You'll be able to access the bridge function right here by clicking on bridge. There's also staking that is supported on the mining of ERC20 tokens, if staking is your thing. I honestly would avoid staking in a project like this because it's still like a very relatively new project and it's not what I would use this project in the first place. And also, yes, one of my main points of concern, I'm sorry guys, I have to say, the team is anonymous. The team is not doxed. We were basically asking in the Telegram if we could have information about the team, and they were like, oh, the team has got a lot of reputation. They're not going to discuss their identity. They are very reputable people in a crypto space. Okay, that doesn't sound dodgy at all. Unfortunately, that's very dodgy. However, I do think that this project is very ambitious. I think that the tech sounds amazing and it works. Like, it's not just promises on empty air. But unfortunately, just because the team is not doxed, I'm gonna consider this a short to medium term play. I'm not gonna keep this until the peak of the bull run. I'm not gonna hold this for 2 years plus because of the risk of rugging. Unfortunately, that is still present. We wanna be as cautious as we possibly can. I invest a lot of money in crypto. I wanna be picky with the projects that I pick, okay? I don't wanna just throw money like randomly to anonymous teams. That is very important for me. So I definitely want you to do your own research on this as well and to manage your own risk, and definitely don't invest more money than you can afford to lose if the project is anonymous. That is a big deal. So definitely a warning sign, and probably the main warning sign of this project, really. Moving on with the analysis, there's going to be a swap function coming soon and a vote. I'm not sure what this is, but I think that just by holding the Mubi token, you're going to be able to have like governance on this entire process, which is kind of like industry standard for this. Now, going on Dexto, there is a buy tax of 0.01, which it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, I would say like a yellow flag or something like that. It's not like the 4% buy and 5% sell taxes that projects like Cathion or Mora or Bedrock, all of these projects that are scams have fucking buy and sell taxes that are super, super high. 0.01, it's not that big of a deal. I would rather they didn't have it, but it is what it is. It's not a major deal. At least they have 0% sell tax, which is good. The chart, again, I don't need to analyze it any further. It looks freaking amazing. Like, there's very little to say about that. There is a very, very well written, well documented section in the white paper, or however you want to call it. It talks everything about you need to know about Multibit, so definitely have a look. Definitely do your own research in this section. It clarifies the procedure here again, which is pretty much how I explained it. You deposit your BRC20 tokens to a unique address that Multibit itself provides. They will verify the deposit and they will give you an equivalent on the Ethereum chain, and you will be able to trade from that Ethereum address. Tokens are securely moved to a unified cold wallet. That is extra security measure. Very, very good. And when you withdraw the tokens, Multibit will burn the corresponding amount of tokens from the EVM chain. It then transfers an equivalent value from the secure cold wallet back to you. That sounds really cool. I mean, if you ask me, this is very clear, and they make this process look very, very seamless, even to people that are not super savvy about this kind of like bridges and different kind of text. So definitely a good sign on that. I haven't used it myself, but they claim that user experience is very good, and it seems like it by reading all of the description. It's very scalable. Very good stuff, guys. What's not to like about this, honestly? The more I read this, the more bullish I get about this project. Like, this is mind-blowing to me still. Okay, in terms of roadmap, there's not like a ton because, I mean, the product is pretty much finished. They're just gonna put like icing on the cake. But they claim that they're gonna improve user interfaces and experience, additional DeFi protocols. So as I was saying before, they're gonna implement the swap function, I guess. So lending, borrowing, yield farming, and new DEXs, partnerships and collaborations between Q1 and Q2 2024, which I'm sure because they're doing this stuff already. So, I mean, this is a very realistic like roadmap. I don't think that they're gonna under-deliver on anything because it's pretty much stuff that they're doing already. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing like the swap function and all of these additional functions such as yield farming. I'm sure that those are gonna attract even more investors to this project. Very good stuff. Now, I can't find the tokenomics on the top of my head because you can't Google them. They're not disclosed. There's something else that is quite sketchy, but we managed to get them through Telegram. If I remember correctly, it's something between 40 to 50% centralized, which is not the best thing in the world, but it's kind of like standard from what I would expect from a project of the caliber. Not a red flag, but again, industry standard. Doesn't raise any red flags there. Okay, so conclusion. I do believe that Multibit is going to do extremely, extremely well. Now, can this do like 1000x? Probably not. The market cap is so big right now. but I still believe that anything between a 50 to 100x is possible, which would put this anywhere between $10 to $20. I definitely think it's feasible, especially given the fact that we don't have any tier 1 exchanges. We'll still have a lot of functions that are going to come to the app. The product, I mean, is getting more and more adoption, and it's only going to get better, like with all the implementation of new BRC20 tokens. With just like the BRC20 tokens doing so good, I mean, this is gonna, of course, be related to it. It's gonna be related also to the price of Bitcoin, because of course BRC20 tokens are on Bitcoin, so they're also gonna follow the movement of Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin does particularly well, which it's inevitably gonna do particularly well, especially with the ETF news on the horizon, the halving cycle, etc., etc., BRC20 tokens are gonna do even much better than this. Guys, this is gonna do so well. I mean, I can't stress it enough. This to me is a given. The only like major red flag is the team being anonymous, but other than that, this project looks fantastic on the card, and I think that the chances that this are gonna rug are not extremely high. If you think about it, most like DEXs, bridges, and launchpads and all these crypto sectors, they tend to have an anonymous team. So I'm not super like mind blown out of this. Does it mean that you're not going to be able to make returns? Hell no, like that is far from the truth. However, you definitely want to be conscious when investing a large percentage of your portfolio in here. Do your own research. As always, this is not financial advice. So this is pretty much it for this video. I really appreciate you watching till here. Subscribe if you haven't already. What the hell are you doing with your life? Give me a follow on X, all the good stuff. Drop a like on the YouTube video because this really helps the algorithm and to push my channel out there. And I'm going to remind you to join the Patreon because you don't want to be a lone wolf investor. You want to join a thriving community of investors. We're all gonna be achieving generational wealth in this bull run, so I hope that you can join me in this journey. You're gonna get all my buy and sell alerts. You're gonna find about these gems first, like weeks before I bring them to my YouTube channel. You're also gonna get access to private Patreon live stream. You're gonna be able to send me your portfolio for review. I've already reviewed like dozens of portfolios and improved the crypto investing journey of all of my members, so I really hope to see you there. You can also pay me in crypto if you want to avoid all of these VAT, sales, scam taxes. Just shoot me an email right here and I will accept one single payment for lifetime access through crypto. Just email patreon@cipro.com. The email is right there. Don't hesitate to join because in the next year it's gonna get very, very expensive, so you want to get in now before I actually raise the prices until it's so freaking cheap. So I hope to see you there and to speak to you soon in the Discord. Until then, take care as always.